What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Once again, we're down here at Pembroke Gun and Range, getting some shots down range, getting some reviews in on some of these pistols. So today we're down here, we're doing a few things as a matter of fact. So today we're going to be down here reviewing the new girl, the new EDC pistol. She also has some new accessories on her, so we'll go through that. As you can tell, she's got a Holosun 507K right here on top. It's actually the green dot version. I like the green dot version better than the red dot version, but it's the circle dot. So we're going to give that a shot, get it zeroed in. As you can tell right here on the front, we also have the Streamlight TLR7 SUB. It's a 500 lumen flashlight. Streamlight is great. So let's put some shots down range. Also, we're going to be testing out, I have here the Shield Arms S15 mags along with the OEM mags here. So we're going to give them both a shot. I know once you use the S15 mags, you're supposed to have the metal mag release here. It is on the way. I don't have it yet. But as you can tell, let me show you here. These work just fine. They seat just fine. So they'll work fine. I just think that they recommend it because they don't want the polymer mag release getting deteriorated by this sharp edge you see here on these mags. Once you keep hitting it over and over, I imagine it wears down the inside of the mag release and eventually it'll stop working on you. But it is on the way, no big deal. We're gonna get some shots down range and see how she shoots. Let's do it. So she shoots pretty straight. There's a nice little grouping down there, even though the red dot is a little low. It's going probably 4 inches lower than what I was aiming. So let's get this thing zeroed in. We'll put some more shots down range. But as you can see, the mag worked just fine. Even without the mag release, it sits in there fine. It releases fine. So it's just over a long period of time, it is gonna wear out because this little edge, anybody that's got one of these can tell these little edges are sharp and this little polymer plastic, it's gonna wear down quick. So let's get some more mags in. Let's get the red dot zeroed in and let's go through this thing. This is the standard OEM mag. It's a 10 round mag. I mean, it's not bad, but when you can get 14, 15 rounds or 15 plus one, much better. There's no reason to hold on to these, but they're good for the range. Fill them up, take them with you. Okay, so we had a failure to extract, it looks like there. That's a fired round in there that didn't pull out. So let's get that cleared out and we'll do this again. All right, so I got some lube put in this thing. Let's rack this thing back and see how it goes. All right, much better. Let's put some more mags in and see if it was just a fluke. Another Shield Arms S15 mag. Okay, another failure to feed there. Looks like the extractor's wiggling around in here. So we're gonna have to take a serious look at that. See that? It's a fired round. Let's drop this mag. Not exactly sure what it is, but we're gonna have to take a further look. Looks like the extractor's not exactly got pressure in there. Let's put some more. Yeah, once again, I don't know if you can see it. You see the extractor wiggling in and out there? So it's not pulling on the rounds. So we're gonna have to take a deeper look into that. Okay, so I think the issue was resolved. I think this screw from the red dot, which actually once you get this on the MOS, there's a dot or a hole that goes all the way through that you can actually see. I forgot what the spring here is called. The spring that puts tension on the extractor. So I think this screw was down too far because I did have to shave the screw down a little bit to get it in there. So I think that thing was putting tension on the spring in here and not letting it put tension on the extractor. So it's not wiggling now. So I think we got it resolved. Let's shoot. This trigger is actually pretty decent for a Glock trigger. I don't know if you can tell. Let me put this mag down. This trigger is actually not as mushy as most Glock triggers. Let me switch you guys around this way so you can see here. It's actually a pretty solid wall. It's still a heavy, probably 5.5, 6 pound trigger, but it's cleaner. Usually there's a lot of mush on Glock here. This one didn't have so much mush. So see here, it's a pretty clean break. Reset, break, actually pretty good. And as you can tell, I think it was the red dot, the screw on this. So I just loosened the screw a little bit. I'm gonna have to take it home and shave it down some more so that it's a little shorter, but I can get it screwed in all the way because I slightly unscrewed it out, even though this thing's sitting on here solid. Okay, not as solid as I thought, but it's sitting on there pretty good. So I'm gonna have to go home, shave that screw down. So just to go over this pistol, even though I've done a review on a Glock 48, this is the Glock 48 MOS version. So MOS stands for Modular Optic System. If you haven't seen the unboxing of this video, go watch that. If you haven't seen the video of the other Glock 48, the other one was a two-tone early iteration of the Glock 48. This is a further down the line iteration. I don't think they're generational differences, but they did put a rail on the front on this one. They did make this one optic ready. It is chambered in 9mm, as you can tell here. Glock 48. So this one was the version I wanted to opt to. Once I fell in love with the other Glock 48, I wanted to get one that's optic ready because optics are the future, but it still sits in there nice and low. So as you can tell, still co-witnesses with the iron sights. Let me see, there you go. You can see that? So that sits in there nice and low, so I like that. So let's put some more rounds down range. Quit talking. Yeah, she's zeroed in now. She's shooting nice. So not disappointed at all. I bought this because in that video I did for the Glock 48 review, she shot nice and flat and it just felt really good in the hand. And I can say I'm not disappointed. That's exactly what I'm getting with this one. Shoots nice and flat. Once I get that red dot tightened down much more, then I can get a much better accuracy. But for now, she's pretty close in there. She's shooting some nice little groups. The red dot could be moving, so it could be messing with that, but she's putting rounds down range. Once I get that screw situation taken care of, I expect no problems. It should be a flawless design. Okay, the slide didn't lock back on that one. And that was the OEM mag, so that's interesting. Let's try it again. So overall, no major issues with this pistol. Little kinks here and there that you expect during a break-in period. But the OEM mags did great. The Shield Arms mag did great. I had no problem with those. So I'm sure once this thing starts breaking in, it'll be flawless. There's a lot more things we're going to do to this thing, so stay tuned. Shield Arms locked back just fine.